everyone. I'm Robin Piyo, Executive Director of the Federal Employee Education and Assistance Fund. Welcome to the first Wednesday of the 2024 Feds in Motion Challenge. Feds in Motion is an annual event supporting FIA's mission to empower federal and postal employees and their families to achieve their educational, financial, and career goals as they serve the American people. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for supporting federal employees. During the challenge, Wellness Wednesdays are an integral part of our wellness theme, giving us time to focus more deeply on different aspects of wellness and to bring you information from experts who work, teach, and coach in the fields we're exploring. Today's yoga and strength session is brought to you by Platinum sponsor Blue Cross Blue Shield Federal Employee Program. To say a few words and introduce our presenter, it's now my pleasure to introduce Vanessa Hatch, Vice President, Federal Employee Programs, Clinical Operations and Pharmacy Programs, Government Programs at Blue Cross Blue Shield. Vanessa?
I'm so glad to be here because Blue Cross Blue Shield FEP has been a longtime federal employee education and assistance fund advocate for over 35 years. We're proud that over the past 8 years, BCBS supported FIA's mission with more than $2 million in contributions for scholarships to federal employees and their families, as well as emergency loans to those experiencing tough times. Participating again this year as the Feds in Motion Platinum sponsor is an honor because FEP believes that our support of federal employees, retirees, and their families goes beyond providing their health benefits. Our commitment to the entire federal community is to make sure we also provide opportunities for improving wellness and advancing health equity. This event brings with it the opportunity for all federal employees to up their game, consistently exercising their right to get healthier. As the #1 insurance carrier for federal employees, FEP is proud to support the health of those individuals selflessly serving our nation every day. Whether you're processing and delivering our mail, keeping us safe along our borders, or helping our veterans navigate their health challenges. All you have to do is walk, run, bike, 7 days. Last year, the event raised over $100,000 for those and raise even more this year. To everyone participating in the Fed out there and to get those miles. And remember, BCBS will be with you every step of the way. Originally from Mexico, Claudia Gulias was a stay-at-home mom for more than 10 years. Issues. She has experienced an incredible physical, but mentally, and she is eager to share it with her students. Claudia received her
So happy to be here and happy that you are joining me. Very nice to share the space with you. So today we're going to do a practice that will have a little bit of breathing, a little bit of movement, of course, and a little bit of strengthening, gently but strengthening nonetheless, because as we know, the body is a combination of things. And one of these things, when it's suffering, the other things are suffering. So it's not that we just need to pay attention to the physical body if the mind is suffering or the way we are breathing is affecting our nervous system. The rest of the body is going to suffer as well. So my intention for you is to bring this connection that we so often lose because the fast speed of life, the life that we live today, they don't allow us to stay in this connection. So without further ado, we're going to start our class. So sit comfortably in your chair. Rest your back in the back of your seat. And your full feet needs to be resting on the floor if possible. When I close your eyes, you can close them fully or at least halfway if you feel more comfortable. And just state in your mind an intention for this practice. Let's say that you are too stressed and you want to reduce the stress, or you want to breathe better, or you want to, whatever your intention for this practice is, let it come from your heart. So this intention is going to bring you something that you need instead of something that you want, which might be different. Relaxing your face and relaxing your shoulders to start noticing the way you're breathing right now, right here, without changing anything. Notice if your breath is too shallow, too fast, too deep. All the qualities of your breath that you can notice. Bring your attention now to the sensations in your body. Whenever you may be feeling a little bit of tension, maybe even pain, we acknowledge everything because everything is part of life. Not just the good, but the bad. So that is why we need to be aware of both to bring balance to our lives. We quickly move our attention to our thoughts. The quality of our thoughts is very important. Whatever goes through our eyes, goes through our minds, and affects the rest of the body. What are you thinking about right now is going to affect the results, your practice, and the outcomes of your day. And from all this exploration, find the intention for your practice. What do you need? What do your body needs? With this intention in our hearts, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth. Then come back to your normal breath, in and out through the nose for a few more rounds. Very well. Now everybody will start opening your eyes. We're going to start the movement. We're going to start with gentle circles with the head. I don't make big circles because this movement is just to release a little bit of tension from the neck area and over shoulders. We don't have to make big movements with the head. Whatever is comfortable and whatever makes you feel that your head is stable. And then let's reverse directions. Circles backwards and explore maybe a different sensation in some points of your neck. And one more circle. And we stop in the center again. We're going to move the head now, sending the chin toward one shoulder, center, and then the other shoulder, and center. Again, subtle movements instead of forcing a stretch. Movement will bring you the space that you need little by little without forcing anything. In yoga, we don't force, we allow. One more round, right and left. And then we come back to the center. We're going to drop the ear towards the shoulder. It doesn't matter the side. Come back to center, and then other shoulder, and back to center. Now, as you keep doing this movement from side to side, notice one ear goes closer to the shoulder than other. The goal is not to touch the shoulder by any means. The goal is to find sensation of stretching on each of the sides of your neck. But let's bring the awareness. Is one side tighter than the other? Maybe you can spend a little bit more time on the side that feels tighter. And then you continue the movement. Let's do 3 more rounds like this, keeping the shoulders really soft and away from the ears. And this is the last one. And go back to center. Very well. Once again, we're going to start making gentle circles with the head just to release the tension that we just created. And then reverse. Very good. So as we know, working for long periods of time, being sitting for long periods of time, have an effect in the body. Shoulders are going to come forward because we are in this position on phones. So we need to reverse this position in the body. We're going to bring our arms into a roll position. And try to keep your neutral spine. So maybe if you have your back now resting on the chair, you may want to lift and find your neutral position. So from the crown of your head to the tailbone is a straight line. It's like you're standing up position. Then the goal position with your arms to the sides. We're going to inhale, we're going to send the arms a little bit more to the back. So we are making a little bit of a back bending and chest is flopping forward. And then with the exhale, I'm going to bring my arms to touch. Elbow touching elbow, hands touching hands. If this is an option for some people, this may not be the case. It doesn't matter. Just bring them as close as you can. And then again, inhale, arms to the sides, moving the chest forward. And then exhale, bring the arms back to the center. Whenever we do this movement, a few more times, just opening the chest. So think about the muscles on the back. Imagine these muscles on your back holding your spine in the center. As you open the chest, hold your spine. And then release and come back to center. Couple more like this. Opening, holding your spine, really nice pop. And then come back. And then one more. Opening the chest. Hold your spine. And then come back. Very well. Release your arms and just check them a little bit. Release the work, release the tension. You can also move your circles. This circles with the head is one of the points where you can come back to reset. Very well. When I go back again to the same position, arms in front of you, we're going to bring the arms as high as you can. This is a nice stretch through the shoulders. And as I bring them down, I'm going to lower, opening the elbows to the sides until I find a nice stretch for the fingers. So I'm pressing hand against hand. And then again, palms of the hands touching, more arms touching, elbows touching, arms lifted. And then lower down. Start separating elbows to the sides. Keep pressing your hands to find the stretching on the fingers. Again, closing and lifting. And then lowering and opening elbows to the sides, stretching the fingers. And last one, lifting and closing. And exhale, lowering down, opening your elbows to the sides, stretching the fingers. And then lower the elbows, interlace your fingers here. I'm going to make some circles here. So we know this position that we have in desk causes a lot of issues here, the wrist, pain, tightness, carpal tunnel syndrome. So we need to reverse this. This movement of the wrist is very important, very easy to do. We don't need to find an hour of our day to exercise. We need a few minutes to breathe and move, and the body will feel the effects. Trust me, we don't need an hour to help our bodies. And then reverse directions. So we always say, a little movement goes a long way. Very good. So we're gonna keep the hands interlaced. We're gonna push the hands away. We're gonna round the body. Reverse the palms and push. And then inhale and lift. And release. Again, interlace your fingers. Push away, rounding your spine. Reverse the palms of the hand, push away. And then inhale, lift, and open, release the side. And just one more, interlace your fingers. Push away and round the spine. Reverse the palms and keep pushing away. And then lift, engaging the palm. And then exhale. And relax the arms to the sides. Very good. I'm going to use my hand to grab the side of my chair. This is an option for you. I'm going to inhale the opposite arm. And I'm going to take a nice gentle side stretching here. So this is not going to be a deep side stretch because we don't have any support. But we are working the core. So it's a little bit of stretching and a little bit of core so we don't fall. This will double dipping. Breathing here. I want you to imagine yourself, when you inhale, imagine expanding to the side that we are opening. And then when you exhale, you relax and release. Just one more round of breath like this. Inhale, expand the right side. And exhale, release. And come back to center. We're going to switch sides. So other hand is grabbing the side of the chair. Lift and take your side stretch. Notice the work of the core to sustain you here. And then notice the stretch on the side of the body as well. Core is engaged. Nothing is soft in here. Keep breathing. Couple more rounds of breath, you got it. And then exhale and come back. Very well. I'm going to bring one arm up and touch the opposite knee. Inhale the other arm up and hold. So this is a very gentle twisting here. Just reach for your knee and hold. One round of breathing here. And then as I exhale, I'm going to lower the arm. Depending on the chair that you have, you may bring the arm all the way to the back and just rest the arm on top of the chair to get deeper twisting here. So I'm going to use my arm as a lever to press against my knee and twist. Now, if this arm is not an option here, just release it down. This arm is the one helping me to hold the twisting here. And then let's release. We're going to do the other side. So other hand to the opposite knee. And the first thing we do is lifting the opposite arm. This is a very mild twist, but it's a nice stretch for the shoulder. If you're really reaching and grabbing the knee, you're already in the twist and feel hopefully a nice stretch in the arm. One more round of breathing here. And then exhale. I'm going to continue the twist. Put the arm, whatever you need to put it behind you. And then the top of the hand goes against the outside of the leg and hold a deeper twist. Let's say that something feels too intense for you or too long. You have the option to do smaller movements, slower movements, or skip something altogether if that's what your body needs. And then slowly let's come back to center. Let's roll the shoulders a few times to the back. You notice how this movement, sometimes we do this movement without thinking. Let's think about the movement of rolling the shoulders. So moving from the shoulder, not from the arms. Shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Now keep touching these 4 points with the shoulders. So you may think that a circle is very easy to do. Not so much when you bring awareness to the movement of your shoulders. It really gets into the work of rolling the shoulders. Just one more. Forward, up, back, and down. Raise your arms. Make some circles with the head. Everything relaxes. Take a moment. Notice your breath. So let's talk about a little bit about what we want with the breath. We want the breath to be even. So the inhales in equal length and the exhales. This is what we call in yoga the box breath. This is the goal. So whatever is happening in your breath right now, remember that you paid attention at the beginning. What did you notice in your breath? Was it the inhale too long or too short? What do you need to do to bring your breath to balance? Maybe you need to lengthen the in-breath or shorten the in-breath or backwards. Bring your breath to the center, equal length. Okay. And this is through your whole practice. All the time we need to be aware of our breath. Okay? Very well. Let's stop in here. So we're gonna come a little bit further on the chair. Again, make sure that your feet is touching the ground. I'm gonna go a little bit wider with my legs, just a tiny bit as needed. I'm gonna relax my right arm on top of my right leg. And from here, I'm gonna take another twist, just another twist. But this time, this twist, we're fighting against gravity. But we have the support of the other arm on the leg. So we are making it easier in some ways and harder against gravity in others. We are working in a different way. Same twist with different actions in the body. Take a deep breath in here. And with the exhale, I'm going to bring the left hand to touch the opposite knee. Inhale, I'm going to open. And then exhale, close, touch the opposite knee. And last time, inhaling, opening. And exhale, touch the opposite knee. Open for the last time. And then let's release, slowly coming back to center. Ready for the other side? Arm resting on the opposite leg. Inhale, opening the arm to the side and up. Hold it here. Keep breathing. Keep pressing the arm against the legs, and we are not collapsing here as well. Stay open. And I'm going to start with the movement. Inhale here, and then with the exhale, the hand is going to come down to touch the opposite knee. Inhale, open. And then exhale, close and touch the knee. 3 more like this. Really open it. Find all the space that you can find in this movement. And if something is hurting, let's say that the shoulder is hurting, you set the arms to the back, or just restrict there. You cannot open more. Bend the elbow and work with the joint instead of the full arm. Going around the joints may give you more range of motion. Okay, this is the last one. Inhale, open. And then slowly we come back to center. Very well. Rearrange your feet hip distance apart. You can also separate your feet if this is more comfortable by all means. We're going to move from the hips now. So I'm going to put my hands on top of my legs, and the circles are going to come from my hips. So I'm going to start with the stretching of the front of the hip, side of the hip, back, and other side of the hip. Keep your neutral spine, meaning you are not rounding. The movement is coming from your hips. Biggest circle you can with your most neutral spine. One more. And then we're going to reverse directions. Same circles, but maybe different sensation in your body. Can you notice if one side is tighter than the other? What different sensations can you be aware of as you move from one side to the other? And we stop in here very well. So you're going to bring your feet hip distance apart if you are not there. You're going to extend one leg, lifting. We're going to point and flex. Very simple movement, but let me tell you something about this very simple movement. Let's do it with intention. So again, this is not a movement. We need to really point to feel the stretch in the front of the leg, and then really press through the heel, gently but surely, so you feel the work on your muscles from the leg. So keep this movement with intention. Let me get to it. This calf muscle, the back of the lower leg, is known as our second heart in the body. This is because this muscle, with this movement, helps to pump the blood towards the heart. So it's giving the heart a break, it's helping the heart to work properly. So this simple movement can have a big impact in the body. One more. And then just circles, circles, circles. The higher the leg, the more work on your quads, of course. So you choose the level of intensity that works for you. Very well. And then release the leg back down. We're going to switch sides. Lift the other leg. And then again, just pointing and flexing. And really working with the front and the back of the leg. Working this pumping action of the muscle. The body is just a beautiful machine that works in perfection if we let it. Just a few more. Remember the intention. With intention. With sensation. One more. And then start your circles. Circles with the ankle. Circles. Very good. We're going to get a little bit of stretching for the hamstrings. So I'm going to move the chair to the side a little. I'm going to come closer to the edge. I'm going to extend one leg as much as you can. So really get into the edge of the chair, extend the leg, and then we're going to hinge from the hips again to find the stretching sensation in the back of the leg where your hamstrings are. I am supporting myself with the opposite arm on top of the opposite leg. And I'm keeping my neutral spine, meaning I'm not rounding here, collapsing, and working my core muscles. A couple more rounds of breathing here. Very well. I'm going to come up Then I'm gonna bring the same leg on top of the other. So we're gonna create a figure 4, ankle on top of the knee. If this is too intense, I am going to extend the left leg, so it's a lesser angle. But if you are okay, the closer the leg on the floor to your body, the more intense the stretch is going to feel. Once your ankle is in the right place, the foot is free, I'm going to hover again to the front and find the stretch sensation on the side of the hip. If you have the right leg on top, the stretch is happening on the right side of your hip. You can rest your forearms if you have the space, or you can rest your hands in here. Commit to find the sensation, but not to push. Not too much, not too little. Same as with the breath. We try to find the balance. Very good. We're going to come up. This time, I'm going to cross my legs. Same crossing of the legs when you are seated. Normal. We cross the legs normally. And then again, I'm going to hover from the hips. This is another nice stretch for the hips. Neutral spine. I'm not rounding. Hip. The most neutral spine you can. And then slowly we come up and we release the leg. Very good. We're going to go to the other side. We're going to extend the leg. Rest the opposite arm and opposite leg. Then hover from your hinge from your hips. Finding sensation on the back of the leg. Now let's talk about what if I don't feel anything on the back of the leg? Nothing. You are getting a different stretch in other parts. You are breathing. You are connecting with your body. So you are doing your yoga. Couple more rounds of breathing here. Remember to even the breath. Nothing is rushed, but nothing is too slow either. Very well. Let's go back up. For figure 4, bringing the left ankle on top of the right knee. You're doing the same as me, just to the opposite side if you're not. This knee is dropping to the side naturally. And again, forward to the front until you find your first point of resistance. The first sensation, the first stop that your body puts you there, that's where you need to stop, and then we breathe. As we breathe and we hold, the muscles will release. Couple more rounds of breathing here. Now stretch for the hips. And then come back up. And then fully leg on top of the other leg. Regular crossing legs. Inhale here. And exhale over. Hinge from your hips. Neutral spine. You find a nice stretching sensation again on your hips. Neutral spine. If you need support, feel free to support yourself with your arms by all means. Whatever you need to do to keep your neutral spine, to get the stretch on the hips. The moment we round the spine, the stretch goes to the lower back. It's a different outcome. One more round of breath. And slowly let's come back. Release your legs. Readjust your body in your chair, but feet on the ground. So this is stability needs to be on the ground first. So with my feet on the ground, I'm going to start lifting one knee. I'm going to start making some circles here. So imagine the bone of your leg moving inside the socket of your hip. We need to move in all this space on your hips, which may be a lot of space or maybe small. It doesn't matter. It's your own range of motion that you are looking for. So connect with the sensation and the space, and then reverse directions. This is strengthening quads, hamstrings, hip flexors, And release. Take a moment, breathe. You can shake your legs. This is intense, right? And then we're going to switch. So left leg. Lift and start your circles. Explore all your range of motion in your body. Again, this is not a competition. This is not a workout. It's a work-in. It's about realizing what is going on in my body. Couple more rounds like this. And we stop. Very well. We're going to inhale, hold arms up. And this time, we're going to hover to the front. You can stay here. This is your place. You can go deeper. You can go all the way to the floor. If that's an option for you, by all means, go ahead and just drop. There is no goal in here. Just drop and go to the place where your body can take you and allow it to be just breathe. Relax the head and you can nod your head, yes or no. Relax the belly. Relax the shoulders. And then slowly come back up. Very good. So this next movement, it's a very important one that works the whole of the body. It is simple, but it's not easy, which is different. Again, we need to be fully supported on the ground. Feet needs to be fully on the ground. And then the movement, we're going to add the breath to this movement. The movement is like this. Inhaling, we're going to lift and reach the arms up. And then with the exhale, with my neutral spine, so I'm not going to round to sit. Bend the knees and sit with your neutral spine. Do your best. Inhale. Pressing through the feet, lift and reach up. And then exhale. With your neutral spine, bend the knees like you are squatting. And then sit. Couple more. Press, lift, reach. And then go to your squatting position and release. And just one more. Press the feet. Reach. Lift. And slowly bending the knees. Squatting, release to your seated position. Very good. Once again, let's make some circles here with the hips. And then we release back to center. Hopefully, with a calm mind, we once again close our eyes. Notice all the sensations in your body after all this movement, stretching, breathing. Let's do our best to keep this connection, this awareness for self with a thankful heart. Take a deep breath in. Inside. Open your eyes. Thank you so much for your time, for sharing this space with me.
Claudia, thank you so much for that. Every time I do a yoga session like this, it always reminds me how much better I feel afterwards. And then also, I just want to touch on something that you said right at the very beginning, that, you don't need to have an hour to do some of these things, that even just a few minutes to do one little set of these exercises to loosen your neck or roll your shoulders, or taking those few minutes throughout the day can really make a difference for all of us. And especially that, that intention of just stopping and breathing and paying attention to your breathing for a few minutes. So thank you so much for that. I hope that everyone found this to be a great way to get started on preparing your body for the challenge over the next few weeks. Huge thanks to Claudia and to Radiance Yoga, and also to Blue Cross Blue Shield Federal Employee Program for supporting us today. I hope everyone has a great week in the challenge, and please come back and join us again next week for Nutrition for Busy People.